All right, we are back again. I'm Brian.
I'm Jonathan.
We're the Soda Boys.
This is Pop Culture, a
Oh,
soda
yeah.
podcast.
Heck yeah, soda. Soda Boys story.
And what are we drinking today?
Today we are drinking Fentimans botanically brewed cherry cola.
Ah,
This is a little bit of an unusual one for America. As you can hear here, the label says "upend before opening," so we're just turning it upside down. These are twist offs, and I gotta use my shirt to get it started.
oh, it wasn't very loud.
Yeah, not too loud. This is not a heavily carbonated beverage, but you heard me say botanically brewed. If you give it a smell, this is a very
Whoa.
different one. This soda recipe dates back to when colas were basically like snake oil cold medicine.
Smells like cold medicine too.
Yeah, no, it tastes a little better. I don't know if you want to drink this from the bottle or pour
It
it
smells
out.
like a fruit.
It does because most of the ingredients grow on trees. It's pretty good. I mean, there's a little artificial there for preservatives, legal reasons, and whatnot.
We should probably drink from the bottle.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is nice. And for reference, also, these bottles hold a little bit less than your average one. They're only 9.3 fluid ounces. They look like tiny little whiskey bottles, actually. The shape
Yeah, I
of
was
them.
about to say it looks like one of those old moonshine bottles.
Yeah.
You're just missing the XXX on it.
Yeah, they're a little stouter. The neck of it is a little more rounded. You might want to look this one up. It's pretty nice though.
It has a nice dog for the label.
Yeah, there's a little dog on the label and the bottle cap. It's actually one of my favorite bottle caps.
Wow, whoa.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
very
what?
different. You heard him go, "Whoa!" That was my first reaction when I drank one of these.
It smells like how it tastes.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
yeah. And basically, what I've used to describe this to some people is, if tea was a soda, it would taste like this.
It doesn't taste like cherry.
Yeah, the cherry is really subtle. When they say cherry cola, they mean that it's made with cherry in there, not necessarily that it tastes like a cherry. And that's what really dates this soda is when they say cherry soda, they don't mean this is artificial cherry flavoring with some carbonation. They mean here's a soda made with cherry.
It tastes like an indescribable fruit.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what the fruit is.
It's a really odd one. I mean, there's ginger root in there also, which can be a little overpowering in some of the
Fermented
recipes.
ginger root, yep.
Yep. The cherry juice is from concentrate, but it is genuine though. This is a sugarcane soda as well. It's not super present. It's not a really sweet soda. I think I described it earlier. This is an old school flavor. I don't drink this one too often, but I enjoy it when I do drink it.
I like this.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. They have a bunch of flavors actually. This is my favorite one. They have a dandelion burdock cola, which is one of the most unusual things I have drunk in America. They've got a really sour, or not sour, but really tangy Victorian lemonade. They have a
Now
curiosity.
that sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, it's like really lemony lemonade.
Mm.
They have a curiosity cola, which I have not tried, but apparently is a peppery cola, kind of spicy.
Oh, like Dr. Pepper, kind of?
Yeah, sort of like that.
Well, Dr. Pepper's more on the tamer side because it is a more commercial soda, so it
Yeah.
has to have more mass appeal
Absolutely.
than something like this.
Now this is very interesting, and what's funny though is I don't think it says in the bottles, but on the 4-pack, it comes in 4-packs. It has the story behind this, and this company was literally founded by a blacksmith who one of his clients didn't have the money to pay him back, so instead gave him his ginger beer recipe, and from there he founded a soda empire. I mean, it's not as widespreading as Coke or Pepsi, but it made a big enough splash in the UK, where this is from, that it eventually crossed the pond here. I don't know how long it's been available internationally. I only discovered this about 2 years ago at most.
Oh, this is from the UK.
Originally, yes.
This reminds me of another UK soda, actually, now that you say that.
Which one?
Iron Brew.
Oh, yeah, this is like a less in-your-face version of Iron Brew,
Yeah.
actually. For those who are not aware, Iron Brew is Scotland's Coke, basically.
Oh, boy, is it?
They're from the Scottish tweets I've seen about it. They are really aggressive in the Coke versus Iron Brew debate.
I think Iron Brew supersedes the Queen there.
Yes. Pretty much. It's their favorite thing to drink.
The
there
chart
as
of
alcoholic.
monastic authority.
Yeah.
It's Iron Brew, the Queen, and then tea.
Yeah. That's Scotland.
Oh, Scotland. Oh, whatever. Wait,
Anyway.
did you say Ireland or Scotland?
Scotland.
Yeah,
Scotland's Iron Brew. Yeah. Although the
Yeah, that's what I
Irish,
thought.
I'm sure the Irish would prefer Iron Brew over
No,
the Queen anyway.
No, this. Fucking, of course. No, but I'm pretty sure the Irish would just spit this shit out. Anything that comes from
Yeah, no, I don't
the
think
imperialists.
I don't think this would be popular in Ireland. But anyway, bringing it back to over here where we have no real opinion of England compared to Scotland or Ireland.
Brian,
Yeah.
I should disclose this for all our listeners. I'm a diehard monarchist.
We never should have rebelled. Is that what you're saying? We would have been better as part of the empire.
The sun still never sets.
Oh god. Anyway, bringing it back to this with the taste that is really difficult to nail down if you've only drunk 20th century sodas.
I keep thinking of honeydew melon.
Damn, you're right.
I keep thinking of honeydew.
Yeah, you know how you taste those melons where it's like
cantaloupe and honeydew, in between of those two melons.
Yeah,
is what I think this tastes like.
Where the flavor is there, but it's kind of like the essence of a flavor with other flavors. Because this one, like the aftertaste is basically water.
Yeah.
Like there is a highly layered flavor palette in there that somehow magically cancels itself out by the time you're done taking your sip. So it goes from a like strongly, not pungent, but like it's a botanical taste and smell that then fades to almost nothing. Not in a bad way. It just like erases itself while you're drinking it from your tongue. It's kind of crazy.
I'm almost done with my bottle here.
Yeah, I'm purposely going slow because it's a small amount. And you want to drink it. It's nice.
Well, yeah, I want to drink it, but I don't feel like it's for the right reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actively hunting for that flavor.
Yep.
It's curiosity more than taste that's driving me now.
Yeah. No, that was my first like 2 bottles. That was entirely what it was. Was me just going crazy trying to figure out what it was I was tasting.
It's like someone candied antelope.
Yeah. Or cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Yeah, I think a candied African hoofed mammal would taste a little different from this.
Cantaloupe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but in terms of if I had to put a numbered score flavor, numbered score for the flavor on this, I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I like it.
It's odd.
It is very odd. It is very odd. It's hard to compare it to other ones.
Honestly, I think if I had more of this,
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it a bit higher of a rating, but I think this is a 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's probably a 5 or 6 only because it's so hard to compare. I mean, if I have to basically go a little sideways with this and just give it a number based on how much I enjoy the flavor versus the flavor itself, how the flavor makes me feel, and 5 or 6 is pretty accurate. It's when I get away from the novelty of it, I enjoy it about as much as a Coke or a Pepsi, like a cherry Coke or a cherry Pepsi. But I enjoy it about the same once I get through the novelty.
You'd give Coke or Pepsi as high as a 5?
Well, I'm only using that at the moment as a reference point because I'm fairly certain people would know what a Coke or Pepsi or even a cherry Coke or cherry Pepsi tastes like. You've probably tasted that.
Yeah, probably.
And in terms of, I personally find it nice. In terms of how much I enjoy it, I'd say it's on par with this. Above the average soda, I'd say at or above an average soda. This is definitely not a below average soda. But you got to make sure you don't confuse the novelty of it with actual quality. I think that novelty aside, I'd probably give it a 6 or 7. So I'd agree with you on the 6 there. So it's nice. It's not groundbreakingly amazing, but it's nice. I'm enjoying drinking it right now.
This is the 7-layer dip of soda.
Yes. That is the most accurate description. One of the most accurate descriptions of several that have been said so far of this is it is the 7-layer dip.
Yeah, it's the novelty of the 7-layer dip.
The layers are there. I mean, I'm going to read off the ingredients here. You've got carbonated water, fermented ginger root extract, corn, water, syrup, ginger root, pear juice, or pear juice concentrate and yeast, cane sugar, natural flavors, tart cherry juice concentrate, and then caramel color and phosphoric acid. And there is actually caffeine in here. It's a small little bottle, but it is actually caffeinated. I don't know what exact amount there is in there, but it's caffeinated.
Well, caffeine's the last ingredient, so obviously it's not a lot. But you don't need a lot for little effect.
No, it's a very mild caffeine. I mean, I can feel myself talking a little faster after drinking about half of this.
Well, do you want to know a fun fact about caffeine?
I would.
It does not make you more energetic. Caffeine is an antagonist in the system of your body, and what it does is that it prevents the binding of serotonin, which makes you tired. So caffeine does not make you more energetic; it just prevents you from getting tired.
That is interesting. I never actually knew how exactly caffeine operated. I'm someone who caffeine affects kind of unusually, though. I'm someone... I got the nickname Dew in Boy Scouts, short for Mountain Dew, because I had a lot of night terrors when I was away from home. But one time, I drank a Mountain Dew, and then I just fell asleep like a rock.
You probably had that high and then just crashed, right?
Yeah, basically, I have ADD. I have professionally diagnosed ADD. And caffeine, basically, the way I've noticed is it just burns itself through me really fast, and then I get the crash, like, within minutes. So if I drink caffeine late in the day, if it's not super, super strong caffeine, like if it's not, like, energy drink levels of caffeine or like, espresso coffee levels of caffeine, I'll be out within the hour, just asleep. So I can drink soda whenever I want, basically, and not have to worry about being up all night. That's just a little personal story tangent.
I'm out.
Yeah, no, I'm not sick if you want to take any of mine.
No, I'm fine.
Yep.
I'm curious. I really am. This is going to drive me crazy for the rest of the time.
You can get these at Giant, actually. It's right over there.
Okay, cool.
This is one of the most exotic sodas they have at Giant. Because I'd never seen it before, and even Total Wine only has a handful of the flavors, but I think Giant carries...
Wait, Total Wine sells soda?
Total Wine sells soda. Stupidly, you still have to have a over 21 driver's license to purchase literally anything from Total Wine. Even if you're just buying cups and sparkling water, you need to be over 21. But they do actually have some of my favorite sodas there.
Huh.
That's the only place nearby I can get Saranac or St. John's, which are two of my favorite root beers.
I have never actually been inside of Total Wine.
They won't let you you can go in, but they won't let you do anything if you're under 21.
Yeah. I know that.
Yeah. If you're even with someone who's under 21, they don't let you buy anything.
Really?
Yeah, well, they told me that. That's not from experience. But they straight up told me, yeah, if you've got someone with you, we can't sell to you.
So if you and me go to Total Wine right now, I have to wait outside.
Yeah,
and just basically wait for you.
You gotta wait outside like a dog. Gotta tie you to a table.
Wow.
Yeah, that's your unfun fact of the day.
Wait, I want to see something real quick.
Yeah.
Fill the dead air. Fill the dead air.
Anyway, if we're talking a little more about this, I want to talk a little bit on the balance and smoothness on this, because I feel like I don't know how much I personally can say, but if you drink this, you feel like there's a lot to say on this, because all those ingredients don't just make one... I
did not mute my phone. I'm sorry.
That's all right. But anyway, all the ingredients don't come across as one flavor. It's a layered flavor. We heard us talk about how it shifts from very something to almost very nothing. I know it's a really awful way to describe it, but you feel the ginger extract in there before you feel the fruit. Like it's not a bite of ginger. If you could have the taste of ginger without the bite of ginger, this is it. And then you get the kind of fruity flavors. It's not necessarily cherry. Cherry's in there, but it's not, like cherry flavored. But it's such a complex mixture of everything, and the carbonation is there, but you don't really care about it that much. once it goes flat, it still tastes just as good, I'd say. Even as it's starting to warm up to room temperature, I'm still enjoying this because it's an old recipe. It was not meant to be drank chilled all the time. But I guess for the complexity of it is like you said, it's kind of maddening because you want to keep drinking it to get to the bottom of it, and then when you get to the bottom of it, you want to get back to the top of it because you're like, what did I just drink? So for the balance of it and the smoothness of it, because it is actually, and despite all this, it's very smooth. I don't know if you disagree with me, but I'd say this is fairly smooth. Like, it's not bothering me to drink it.
I'm very distracted right now. Okay, so going back to the tangent about Total Wine.
Back.
Yeah, let's circle back. So I pulled out my phone and I thought, well, if I can't go into Total Wine, I can just buy wine on Amazon. It will let me purchase this bottle of wine. I believe.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if it'll actually let me place the order. Maybe I'll place it and cancel it immediately just to see if it'll actually let me, a 20-year-old, buy wine over the internet and have it probably shipped across state lines. You know, I'm no lawyer, but something about that just seems illegal to me.
Yeah, actually, I've communicated only once or so with some brewers of alcoholic beverages. It was the company behind Not Your Father's root beer, Not Your Father's ginger ale. They came out.
I placed the order.
Oh, wow! It didn't stop him at all.
It did not stop me.
We'll see if they send you anything. I mean, when you made your account, did you put an age on it?
Yeah. No, this is linked to my student email. So I'm canceling this right now.
Yeah. For any what would that be? ATF agents out there?
Yeah. Bring this up with Mark Bezos. Jeff
Bezos. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff, not Mark.
Send him one of those emails that'll have him sending the question mark email to one of his managers.
Yeah.
If you're aware of the question mark emails.
View or change this order.
Yeah. While he's getting rid of that,
cancel items.
The smoothness of this is just, it's confusing, because for something with this many ingredients to taste the way it does, like, and not that the number of ingredients changes the way something tastes, but like the number of ingredients that you should be able to taste, it manages to blend them really well, I'd say. And for the balance and smoothness, I'd have to give this probably a 7.
Yeah, it just tastes like one thing.
Yeah.
And that's what bothers me.
It's one thing, but when you've drank probably, a dozen bottles or so, like I have, not proud to admit it, but I have drunk for at least about a dozen of these, trying to get to the bottom of it, you start to pick out the little bits, especially when you've read the ingredients. I don't know if this is just my mind playing tricks on me, placebo effect, if you will, but like the pear ginger combo, I think stands out at the beginning. Not that you can taste that it's pear, but there's like ginger clearly cut by something to not be ginger. And it's there, and it is absolutely maddening, because you're like, this should be spicy, but it's not spicy. The cherry, it's not really cherry. I mean, it's a tart cherry. If you've ever eaten like a real tart cherry, it's similar, but it's not that only. And it comes out as, if you just drink it and don't like ponder it, it comes across as one flavor. So it's very unified, but it's not like homogenized. So that's why I give it the 7, because I don't really know. I still don't know what I'm drinking. I still don't know this. Like any American-made soda, I know by the end of the bottle what I just drank. This is just crazy.
Oh I still say cantaloupe.
It's what's even crazier is you're right. If you close your eyes and just think about cantaloupe while you're drinking this, and I told you this is a cantaloupe soda, you'd believe me, because it tastes like a melon fruit. Like, it's weird.
Some melon.
Not all melon fruits, but like...
I mean, yeah. No, there's a large variety of taste within the melon fruit.
Absolutely. But like the honeydew or cantaloupe kind of flavor region.
Yeah.
One of those.
Because I can't believe watermelon is...
No, it doesn't taste a thing like watermelon.
No. Not just... I wasn't implying that it tastes like watermelon. I'm just pointing out the watermelon exists. to
Yeah.
add to the flavor complexity of melons.
Melons. There are watermelon sodas out there that are very nice, by the way. Just a tiny tangent.
Watermelon used to be my favorite fruit. And then I realized it tasted just like sugar and had no other flavor.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is basically just it's the sugar water of fruits.
Yeah, it's the lettuce of vegetables.
It just tastes like crunch.
Yep. Cold, refreshing crunch.
That's a hot take that watermelon is the iceberg lettuce of fruit.
Now I like iceberg lettuce.
Me too, but it is just crunch.
And iceberg lettuce is basically watered down celery.
Yeah.
We could go on and on about the.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole right there. That is a dangerous rabbit hole.
The one thing I like about celery is that it's the only vegetable that you can make ants on a log with.
That is a tasty little treat right there.
Yeah. For those of you who maybe did not grow up in the United States, ants on a log is you take a strip of celery, you cut it in half, so it looks like a half a log that's been hollowed out. You fill the inside of that log with peanut butter, and then put little raisins on top. And the raisins are the ants, and the rest of it's the log, hence the name, ants on a log.
It's quite tasty.
Classic American snack.
Yep, that's how you get your small children to eat their celery.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean that, or smother it with fattening ranch. I hate ranch. I hate ranch. I honestly can't do it.
I mean, that's a hot take, but I accept that because it is a strong flavor.
Very strong, very sour.
For those of you interested, ranch soda is a thing, and it's as bad as it sounds.
I mean, I'll never drink it.
Yeah, I drank it. Okay, so here, fun little fact. In the previous episode, we mentioned how I got a lot of my drinking out of the way when I was 22. The drunkest I ever was at a Black Friday party I put together. It was called Black Label Friday. Were you there?
No, I was not.
No, you weren't there. You couldn't make it that one. But Black Label Friday, named because I had a bottle of Johnny Walker Black Label as well as other beverages. But, well, at the height of my intoxication, I was offered a ranch flavored soda that I had purchased as a novelty. Someone asked, hey, get like the grossest one you can find. If there's ranch, get ranch. So I found a ranch and I got the ranch. And when you are shit-faced, it tastes like cream soda. When you are sober, it tastes like someone poured ranch dressing into cream soda.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sour cream soda.
No. The beginning taste is cream soda for some reason, and then it tastes exactly like ranch in the aftertaste. But for some reason, when I specifically was very drunk, the whole ranch flavor wasn't there. So I drank about half the bottle, and everyone's yelling at me, "Stop! Stop!" And then when I was sober, I found the bottle still half full, and I drank it, and then immediately knew why everyone was telling me to stop, because it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Don't drink it unless you want to make somebody feel bad. That's the only reason that soda exists, is to make people feel bad.
Too true.
Anyway, coming back off of that, going back to this, I'd have to go to drinkability now on the Fentimans Cherry Cola.
It's very drinkable.
It is very drinkable. It is almost
I wouldn't call it dangerous though.
Yeah, it's not dangerous, but it's highly drinkable.
I think after your first bottle, the novelty's worn off.
You don't feel the desire to drink more unless, like us, you want to get to the bottom of the flavor.
Yeah.
If you already know what you're expecting, even though these bottles are kind of small, 9.3 fluid ounces versus 12 fluid ounces, it's satisfying. Like, the amount that's in there is satisfying. If they put more, it would probably start to become unpleasant because, as most botanically brewed, highly natural ingredient sodas, this one sits in your gut. Like, at least once I've had more than one in one sitting, and it becomes unpleasant once you've had a lot of this stuff. Or if you have it with some very heavy, protein-heavy food, it's pretty heavy. You can feel the stickiness in there. It's not something you want to drink in mass quantities, but you can drink more of it than, say, the sparkling cider we had last time. I think you can probably drink a little more of this than that.
I actually think the sparkling cider is more drinkable.
Honestly, I mean, I believe you. I believe you.
My argument for that is that it's crisp.
Oh,
it's
true.
nice and refreshing.
Yes.
This is
a little heavier.
This is heavier. It's not as crisp or refreshing.
Yeah, I just finished my bottle, and yeah, it is not as refreshing. It's more just like sweet and tantalizing. Not even sweet,
Yeah.
but like flavor. It's flavor. It's not. I wouldn't go so far as to call it savory, but compared to something that is just like a sugar water, I'd call it savory. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it does.
Yeah, it really does taste like something that was like steeped in water, and then that's where the flavor came from. Like I've made homemade juice that was basically made by boiling a bunch of fruit in water and then drinking the water, and this is similar to
What?
that. Kompot. It's that Russian one. You basically make a fruit salad, put some.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
it's still a pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the stuff that you had bottled and shared with?
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. It's not the same taste because I used very different things.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like
But
the
same
way,
method.
Same method. Is you basically when it's brewed, it's a brewed juice versus like a squeezed juice. So you're not drinking juice. You're drinking like the boiled water essence of whatever fruit you want in there, which in one way is easier to make because you don't have to like squeeze anything, but the results are very different.
I believe there's a tea shop near here that does the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of it, but
That's kind of why I say if tea was a soda, it would taste like this.
Does that have anything to do with the botanically brewed part?
Probably.
Like, what does that mean?
It's two words that like sound like they should make sense, but then the more you think about it, the more that is weird. But I mean, I guess that just means, like plant brewed.
Brewed from plants?
Yeah,
As
basically.
opposed from what? Chemicals?
Could be. I mean, back in the day, that might have had a different meaning.
Yeah, maybe.
But for those curious, it does actually say that on the glass. The words botanically and brewed are embossed on both halves of the glass mold. So it's not even the brand of the sodas on there, but botanically brewed is plastered on there.
This bottle does not have very much of a punt.
No, it's pretty flat on the bottom. There's a couple identifying markings, probably for manufacturing and recycling purposes.
So obviously, two noticeable seams going vertically up the bottle.
Yeah, very noticeable seams.
No, I'm not actually making comment. I'm being like a pompous ass.
No, I thought about using physical aspects of the packaging in my reviews, but it's not as interesting as the drink itself.
Well,
I mean, this particular bottle is.
Yeah,
this stands out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say if it stands out, it does.
Yeah.
This is a nice looking dog.
Yeah, no, I like the dog, and it's on the bottle cap,
Yeah.
features prominently. There's
Fentimans?
The red is printed in black on other flavors.
Mm-hmm.
But for those interested, it is a monochrome dog. It looks like some kind of shepherd dog with its tongue out and a happy-looking face, and then the word Fentimans underneath it. It's actually I collect bottle caps, not just the ones that I review, but everything I drink with a bottle cap, I collect it, and this is among one of my top favorite bottle caps. It's classy.
I think the look of the packaging should be factored in when it's unique.
Yeah.
Like, I remember a late one. I just saw that at the first time. Just a regular jumble of letters and numbers.
It's crazy. I mean, it looked old, but like confusing and weird all at once. This just looks old. It looks very old.
It's a very old style of bottle.
Yeah. If it was bigger, it would look like a whiskey bottle.
Yeah. I mean, it's very squat for a bottle. Very short.
The one thing that's kind of frustrating for myself, though, is that the neck of it is rounded like one of those whiskey bottles where you could just hold it in your hand. But because it's such a squat little bottle, you can't actually wrap your hand around it without going above the top of the neck. Like the top of the bottle is inside my index finger if I try and hold it in my fist like that. So you have to hold it around the body of the bottle, but it is very comfortable. I don't know, this is one of those bottles that would look nice on your shelf if you took all the stickers off. I'm a fan of it.
I think using this as a bottle for something else is ruined by the fact that it has botanically brewed right in the glass.
Yeah, unless you're using it for some ironic project or Etsy craft, I think that could be a little distracting.
Yeah. But the bottle shape I like more than modern bottles.
Oh, yeah.
They're very tall, I've noticed.
Very nice. One of these days I'll have to show you some mid-century Pepsi bottles that I found after a rainstorm a few years ago. Those were interesting. But for this one, I think, if you want to even factor that into the final...
Well, no, I think it should only be factored when it's unique.
Yeah. And this one is, for American sodas, I'd say unique. I mean, I can't get any other ones made here that look like this.
Yeah.
So I might factor that in, actually. I don't know. what I would do with that factoring in. But
Well, I mean, it's just noteworthy.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
it should contribute to the actual score.
no. But yeah, noteworthy is if you want to get a soda that looks interesting and will catch people's eyes, this is a good one. I'm wondering if this would make a good mixer as well. Probably not, but
Well, you drink more than me, so
Yeah.
I'll defer to your judgment on that one.
I might. I feel I've never done it, but I feel tempted to try that next time I'm making a mixed drink. I might throw one of these in
Maybe
there.
with a liqueur.
Yeah, something that's not too heavily flavored or too heavily alcoholic. And I might want to use one of their other flavors, like their like spicier ginger brews. I don't know. I like it though.
Mm.
I've liked all the flavors of theirs.
I think I've sidetracked you for too long. What category were we even on?
I think we had just gotten through drinkability.
Yeah, maybe.
If I hadn't put a number on that, I think I was leaning towards 7. If I didn't say 7 yet,
Oh yeah, drinkability. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. I said 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Okay, yeah. If we're comparing it to sodas, I'm 6 or 7. So if you want to take the average of that, I'd 6. I wouldn't argue with a 6. I think 6 is a pretty fair score to drink this for drinkability. But that all goes into the overall score that I'd give this. Now, personally, I enjoy it.
As do I.
Yeah, it's on my list of notables just because of how unique it is. But going back to how I rated flavor, if I take the novelty aside and purely consider how much I enjoy the soda itself, how I feel after drinking it compared to anything else, I'd probably give this a 6 or 7. Seven's kind of high.
I'd say 5 or 6 again.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah.
We might average this on a 6 again. I mean, if I had to say, like we said, noteworthy bottle design.
Noteworthy flavor. Very noteworthy.
Yeah. One other noteworthy factor is it is a little more expensive
Really?
than other ones. I mean,
Huh.
it's a 4-pack of small bottles, and this costs like $7.50.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think we've brought this up, but we don't get sent these bottles from
No,
the
yeah.
manufacturers.
We buy these.
Yeah.
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 Which I
haven't-
take into account when I'm recommending them to people because some sodas are really cheap to get, some sodas are not as cheap to get.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like a 2-liter of generic is the cheapest you can get, or a 3-liter of generic is the cheapest you
Oh,
can
yeah,
get.
that dollar store soda.
Oh yeah,
We'll have to get some of that.
that will be reviewed.
I unironically enjoy some really bad, or not bad, but of lower quality foods, and dollar
Yeah.
store soda is one of those foods.
I've yet to try I've tried grocery store brand,
Oh, not dollar store.
but not dollar store brand.
Oh boy.
I have not tried that.
Like, I enjoy Costco pizza more than something from Domino's or Pizza Hut.
Okay, here's the thing: Costco pizza is amazing.
Yes, it is.
If you have a Costco anywhere near you and you have a membership to said Costco, and for some reason you have not eaten the pizza there, you are missing out.
Here's the thing, though. That's part of the food court. You don't need a Costco membership to get
Right.
stuff at the food court of a
Right.
Costco.
So yeah, if there's a Costco near you and you for
Just-
some reason haven't tried the pizza there,
It is amazing.
eat the pizza. Maybe get a churro if you want, but the pizza, that's the real king there.
They've been removing some stuff from the Costco food court menu.
Oh no.
Well, no, it's like minor stuff that no one got.
Oh, like the
But-
weird ice cream things, like with
Uh,
the nuts on them.
Oh no, are you? Yeah, the little popsicle, the
Yeah.
ice cream sickle things.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are removed. They
Okay.
still have the the ice cream in a cup that's on a milkshake. It's more like a sundae.
Yeah. Is that froyo?
It's not froyo. It's vanilla.
Okay. Okay.
No, you can get it as frozen yogurt as well.
That's what it was. That's
Um,
what it was.
No, but the pops they've been removing.
Okay.
And I was
yeah.
at Costco with my someone recently, and I say to them, "Whatever happened to those ice cream pops they used to sell?" And they just looked at me and they said, "What? They never sold those?" And like I'm
just lamentations of people who've been going to Costco for a long time.
yeah.
My parents still called it Price Club when I was little because that's what it used to be called.
Yeah. This is a Kirkland family. I think Brian here also comes from Kirkland.
Yep. Okay. Kirkland batteries. Kirkland AA batteries are my favorite brand of batteries because A, you get them in bulk, and B, they have this weird longevity that I've never gotten from other name brand batteries. I had a AA battery in my wireless mouse that lasted me 2 or 3 years. I only say lasted in the past tense because I recently lost my mouse. I don't know where it is, but I would accidentally leave it on for days. And I have not changed the single AA battery in there in at least 2 years. And it was a Kirkland battery.
I will never buy bulk generic batteries again. I don't doubt the longevity of Kirkland, but I mean a brand name like Duracell.
Oh yeah.
And this line is pretty old, but the copper top line they released, those batteries are specifically meant for longevity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just mean like not how long before they go bad, but I mean how long the actual battery will power what you have.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt that they will go bad, but as somebody who plays video games with a wireless battery controller, I kind of burn through batteries. So Kirkland batteries, A, buy them in bulk. B, they last a while once they're actually powering something.
They started selling rechargeable ones.
Ooh.
You get a little recharging kit.
Oh, I got to try those next. That sounds really great. This is the weirdest tangent we've gone on.
I mean, just a quick summary then.
Yeah.
Just close this out.
Yeah.
Kirkland pizza, or no, not Kirkland. Costco pizza.
Costco pizza.
Amazing.
Yep.
You can even buy it frozen and bake it at home.
Oh shit!
They have those.
I gotta do that.
Oh man. Also, dollar store soda.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yep. We will discuss that.
We will discuss that and
Just
figure that out.
Circle back really quickly though. Kirkland brand wool socks are basically what I wear most of the year.
Your brother's obsessed with those.
They're good. They're comfy.
I know they're good. I know they're good. I'm more of a Fruit of the Loom man.
That's cool. That's understandable. But as a wool sock man, the Kirkland wool socks are great value for what you pay for them.
Yes. So yeah, overall score, I say 5. You said 6.
I say 6.
You said 7.
6
so
or 7. We can average it to a 6. I wouldn't fight a 6. That's pretty average.
This is a very average soda.
Yeah, once you get
past
not
average. The taste is unique.
If you had this in a glass with several other glasses with no idea what it was, you'd probably consider it average if you considered how it made you feel afterward. That's like a really weird way to describe it. But if you take away everything that makes it's an average soda.
I could drink more.
Yeah.
But maybe I could drink more of our returning champion for the
Satsuma Fizz, yeah.
The King of the Hill Battle Royale.
Yep.
Satsuma Fizz versus Fentimans traditional cherry cola. I mean, you obviously know what I'm going to say, so what are you going to say?
I think I'm going to agree with what you're going to say. That
all right.
If I had the choice between drinking one soda for the entire length of a party, like if there was only one soda at a party and I had to drink that soda the whole night, I would rather be drinking Swamp Pop's Satsuma Fizz than Fentimans Cherry Cola.
Reigning champion Satsuma Fizz defends its title
for the umpteenth time. I've already lost count.
Against foreigner Fentimans.
Yep. Go back across the pond.
I don't think. How long do you think Satsuma Fizz is going to reign?
I don't know. Probably a while because I know a couple of other sodas that I want to try, and my personal opinion is that they're still not enough to knock it out. So I have no idea how long this is going to last, but I have this feeling that Satsuma Fizz is going to be a reigning champion for quite a while. I wouldn't be surprised if it was still within the top 2 or 3 by the end of the season if it's still not the number 1.
Oh yeah, we've never actually discussed episode structure.
Yeah, true.
No, maybe we should discuss this now. So, Brian and I have decided that we want to do 10 episodes for a season.
It seems a nice round number, easy to knock out.
And then we'll take a 3-week break.
Something like that, yeah.
And then another season starts.
Yep.
Yeah. So, 10 seasons. Or no, not 10 seasons.
10 seasons of soda.
4 seasons, 4 breaks. That's 52 weeks. Lines up pretty well with the actual number of weeks, minus a few days of an actual year.
Yep. So barring horrible consequences that do not allow us to put these together, we're looking at that for an annual schedule.
Yep. Should we have a seasonal face-off, like the winner of season 1, after a certain number of seasons, we bring all the season winners, whoever's at the top of the hill at the end of the season.
That'll be the all-star season, where instead of reviewing sodas, we have direct head-to-heads. Not just do we think this was better than that, but we have a cup of each, and we determine right then and there what is better, why is it better, point to point, tit for tat. Just kind of, I really want to do that at some point in the future. Once
we'll have to have a lot of episodes under our log.
Yeah.
Maybe not just the season winner. Maybe like the top 2
favorites.
Top 2
favorites of the season.
I mean, right now my top 2, Satsuma Fizz, obviously.
Yep.
And it's a close one for number 2 for me. I'd have to say a late one just edges it out over Baja Blast.
Yeah, you know what? I'm probably inclined to agree with you on that one. I think a late one, combination of the fact that I've never tried a ginger soda that tasted like that, and just the refreshingness of it, and the packaging of it even. I like the bottle cap, even though they don't quite print the name correctly on the bottle cap. Yeah, Satsuma Fizz and a late one I think would be my top 2 for the season so far. We're halfway through. This is the fifth one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 5th. We're halfway through.
Well, it's the 5th one, but the 6th soda.
Yeah, 6th soda.
Yeah.
6th soda, and so we're more than halfway through the sodas.
Well, I mean,
it's 10 episodes. I know we're gonna do 10 episodes,
yeah,
but
so, I see it right. Yeah.
Assuming we stick to one an episode, we're more than halfway through, and a late one and Satsuma Fizz from the special double episode are still our number 1 and 2 sodas respectively. Or actually, no, wait, other way around. Satsuma Fizz number 1, a late one number 2.
Yep. We gotta stop agreeing. We need more conflict.
I say this is strongly a 7 soda.
I disagree. This is obviously a 6 soda.
How dare you? I'm personally offended that this bizarre soda from the UK that I have no connection with you consider it less than a 7.
You've besmirched my honor with your disagreement, and I feel no other recourse but to challenge you to a duel.
Oh God!
Pistols at dawn.
First blood or death? Death. A fitting end.
This is the hill I want to die on.
Oh my God.
A fun fact about dueling, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why it's always at dawn or noon is that the sun is in neither opponent's eyes.
That makes sense.
Truly honorable.
I had never thought about that, but that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, I can imagine like early duels. Like, yes, I shall face to the west, and you to the east, and at dawn we shall draw pistols. Or no, the other way around. So then when they turn around, bam, you're blinded.
Yeah. But yes, this has been an average soda, I'd say.
Yep, I would agree with that. Novelty aside, it's an average soda. But I guess we have the caveat that if you're looking for something unusual, this is actually something you might want to grab if you see it. I don't think it's worth going out of your way or specially ordering it because it'd probably be really expensive to special order this. It's already almost $2 a bottle.
Yeah, you're already
at
paying a
grocery
premium.
Store. Yeah, I mean, there is a more expensive domestic soda, but it's marketed as a like organic fair trade soda, so that's why it's more expensive. This one for the fact that you're getting 4 small bottles, it's about $7.50 before tax, if I remember correctly. Kind of steep for what you're drinking, but the novelty I think is what sells it. That's why I keep buying this.
This will definitely get a few O's and wows.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. So if you're hosting, if you're hosting a retro or like Victorian themed party, this would be a really nice addition to that, I'd say.
If you want to appear well cultured and worldly,
wear your monocle when you bring out a tray of this, and you'll be sure to impress your plebeian friends.
Well, I guess that's all I had to say about that. What about you?
That's about all I have to say as well. Yeah.
Well, this has been the Pop Culture Podcast. I've been Jonathan Dwan.
And this is Brian Lint.
And see you guys next time.
Goodbye.